All right. YouTube Live, Facebook Live this time. YouTube Live, Facebook Live. YouTube, you probably saw chapter 15. I was turned up about making a boo-boo on Instagram. Nah, I figured out I was the problem. So I'll apologize to the Instagrammers. But now I'm multitasking with Facebook, you heard. Chapter 16 for February the 16th is in progress. Good morning to all of you from around the world. It's 7:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in New York City. That's how we're going to give it up for this read. I'm reading from pages 414 to 423, dedicated to two lovely ladies. As a matter of fact, Yvonne Stewart wanted to hear 415. She gave me that number last night. And so I'm going to go from 414 to 423. And shout out to Sister Ursula Herring again. I love them. They're very supportive of me. The Almighty sent them to me. So here's the read. Help a change. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. All right. Out of chapter 16 for February the 16th. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. YouTubers, you can see it without feeling like you're dyslexic after all. I hope y'all see that 16. It's my fault, YouTube. It's not that serious. Let me just read it to you, right? Yeah, yo, Facebook. Thank you for your patience, man. Here we go. Chapter 14 says, from page 414 in the novel, Michelle stated, "No, honey, no way, Jose. He is not coming to my house. You go back to Harlem with that type of worldly filth." Patrick took a deep breath, needing to choose the right words to deal with his wife. "Now, Angel, don't you now Angel me. He cannot come here. I do not appreciate his tone. I won't put up with him, his tone, or his filthy mouth. You don't call my house and demand to talk to my husband when I tell you he's busy." Talking about he's been calling us all day. Save that mess for someone who's trying to hear it. "Sweetness," Patrick started again patiently. "We've just finished speaking about the love and power of God. I truly don't think it's cool to go from speaking the word to hanging up phones on people twice. Two wrongs don't make a right. D's never been easy, and you know that. Don't you even try it, mister. He's not coming to my home. Our home. And what you're doing and how you're acting is not of God right now. Don't give me that. So I'm supposed to let one of Satan's crew up in here, Patrick? Listen, God doesn't neglect those in need, Shell. It's right in Psalms. I think it's Psalms 9:17 or maybe 9:18. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor won't perish." How do you know he's in need? Anytime something happens to Dwayne, you go off running. Listen, he must be in trouble, Angel, or he wouldn't be in Brooklyn on Jefferson Street looking for Jefferson Avenue. Leave him over there. Will Jesus do that? The phone started ringing for the third time. Patrick put his finger to his lips and stated, "Look, the brother is in trouble, and we won't be the ones to judge, Angel. We leave the judging to the Almighty. That's for God to deal with." Michelle rolled her eyes at Patrick while he picked up the phone. "Hello?" "What, mommy? What one?" "Oh, you're keeping to there. Eh? Me just, what? Me just full of me belly full of the jerk chicken, eh? Mommy, where you chat about? Me not bring the chicken to come, me not bring the chicken come too far, no man. Harlem's not round the corner, you know." "Fat just in my belly, eh? Gonna church today, yeah, man, eh? Michelle, all right. My grandmother says hello, said Patrick, covering the mouthpiece of the phone. Saved by my grandmother-in-law, because your boy not coming here. Mommy, hold the line now. Me have another call, let me come. Yo, where you at, son? After listening to Dwayne's questionable location, Patrick covered the mouthpiece again. Shell, are we near Gates and Broadway? Michelle began humming one of her favorite hymns while scraping the food from the pots into the plasticware, ignoring her husband's question. Your Gates and Broadway is near Jefferson, but not where we are, said Patrick. You must have taken the Williamsburg Bridge. I used to get lost over there too. It's 2 Jeffersons. If you see someone out there, tell them you need to get to Jefferson and Stuyvesant, and we're on that block. We are Jefferson between Reed and Stuyvesant. On the other end of the line, on a functional payphone, Dwayne was chilled to the bone, spiritually and mentally because of the haunting, yet physically because of the frigid evening temperature. Yo, answer your phone, man, if I call again. You know I don't know shit about Brooklyn, but Pat, you're the only one who can help me. Jefferson between Reed and Stuyvesant? Yeah, man, I'll look out for you. Hurry up, though, because my wife and I have things to do. Patrick looked at Michelle, and she hummed louder after his last statement. We'll not go back. We'll not go back. We'll not go back in the world. We'll not go back. We'll not go back. We'll not go back in the world. Patrick quickly finished the conversation with his grandmother after clicking back over. Giving her his love, he put the phone receiver on the hook. He chuckled, watching his wife wash the rest of their dishes and pots, drying them with her humming, pretending to ignore him, watching. We'll not go back. We'll not go back. We'll not go back. Are you sure the song goes like that, Angel? We'll not go back. We'll not go back. We'll not go back in the world. Oh, we'll not go back. We'll not go back. We'll not go back in the world. So you're trying to egg me, I see. Michelle finished drying the pots and walked past her husband, announcing. He goes, I need to massage your feet, Angel, honey. When your boy get here, you make sure you massage his feet. I have a chemistry test tomorrow, and Michelle has to work. Patrick shot her playfully. Psalms 9:18, no. What was it, 9:17? He pondered. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang the second time, and Michelle exhaled aggravatedly from her position in the living room. Patrick went into their foyer and opened the door, and then unlocked the black iron front gate, pulling it back. Good, you found a place to park. I would have left the front open, but we don't play that out here, D. Patrick said, slapping Dwayne 5 and giving him a hug. They walked into the living room. Yo, my bad, Michelle, for getting loud, but it's bleeding outside. And I'm in big trouble, and it's getting ugly. I need Pat, word up, and at least to talk this out and find out what I need to do. Michelle looked up from her book at the two men, repursed her lips, shaking her head, and looked back down into her test material. Yo, where's your courtesy, homie? Take your hat off in my house and give me your coat for a minute, man, Patrick said, helping Dwayne with his belongings. Pat, this shit can't wait, man. I came all the way out here to Crooklyn for your help, so you know what time it is. Michelle rose from the recliner, giggled, and said, you want something to eat, Dwayne? Are you thirsty? Nah, thanks. Good looking. I appreciate it. But yo, Pat, we need to talk. Sit down, man. Patrick pointed to the couch and went to hang his buddy's coat in the hallway closet near the door. Michelle sauntered her way from the living room, yawning, shaking her head. Massage the feet of the world, Michelle stated prophetically, stopping short when she noticed the brown handle of Dwayne's black weapon peeking above his belt. Patrick came back into the den and noticed what his wife saw. Dwayne said, I know what you're thinking, but I already told you the deal, Pat. That stuff that went down at my crib before the holidays, you know I'm not going out like a sucker, no way. I told you, Pat. I told you. Michelle threw up her hands and went up the stairs, and Patrick became livid. He was angry for being put on the spot in front of his woman, with having many worlds collide in front of him, inside of his home where there was no escape. Patrick needed an explanation from Dwayne for his current antics. D, what's up with you? And what's up with that? Patrick said furiously, pointing at Dwayne's gun. You bring a joint in my home? In front of my lady, man? What in heaven's name is wrong with you? I'm saved, man. And you know I don't roll like that no more. I don't care what my cousins stay into or what they do, but I'm not with the guns and the knives and the drugs anymore. And you know this. Why you come all the way out here with a burner telling me you need help and you frighten my wife? Nigga, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm being haunted by a guppy and I'm gonna kill it. What? That shit that happened in my crib months ago when I got hurt that night after the club? D, what are you trying to say? Have you lost your mind? What is that Jamaican ghost shit that haunts you? Your pops told us about it. What? A duppy? Is it guppies or duppies? Guppies are tiny, harmless fish, man. You should know, B. You have an aquarium with tropical fish in it. Are you talking about a duppy? Yeah, it's Duppy. D-U-P-P-Y, not G-U-P-P-Y. Yeah, what you know about them? What you know about them? What's the difference between a duppy and a real ghost? Whatever the fuck it is, I got one in my crib, and this iron right here. Dwayne pulled the gun from his waist, pointing at it, and Patrick froze, eyeing his friend, wondering his next move, becoming more vexed. You see this 4-5 in my hand, Pat? You see this? That thing you call a duppy or a guppy, puppy, duppy, whatever the fuck? That duppy put this here burner in my mouth tonight and tried to pull the trigger and I ran. And I had to get to you, Pat, because I'm tired of this shit. And I'm gonna kill it before it kills me. And I need to know what you know. Patrick took a deep breath, furious but poised while being unarmed. He did recall Dwayne speaking of a few sightings and descriptions of Mr. Carter's return. However, there were no such things as a duppy or a ghost. The only spirit he chose to deal with was the Holy Spirit. Patrick was well aware of the real story. He heard of the recent tale of his cousin Carlton pulling out his 9mm on Dwayne because of Dwayne troubling his grandmother. His family would never forgive Dwayne for making the evil choice of breaking into their home and stealing after they first welcomed him inside. Glancing at the weapon his boy brandished, Patrick wanted no part of the new wave of gun violence brewing, which would be the total opposite of his subtle married life and the new path of positivity he was learning to embrace. He had to persuade Dwayne out of the house immediately. And this time, he wondered if their friendship, a kinship that seemed lifelong, had run its course. Dwayne continued his terrified rant. Word up, kid. What you know about them shits? Please tell me. Do they disconnect your phone? That's why I can't get through to you. And the phone company can't find nothing wrong. The Duppy stopped my phone line. Do they keep attacking you and beat the shit out of you and come to your job and ride the subway and shit? Do they beat you down like this? Where you got to go out and get a burner for protection? Pat, tell me what you know about ghosts. Tell me what you know about Duppies. This nigga ain't no Casper the Friendly Ghost shit at all. Tell me what. D! All I'm going to tell you, and what I know, is you're going to make me lose my religion. Calm down, homie, in the name of God. I'm telling you, B. I don't know jack about Duppies. It's a back home thing. I'm raised here like you, basically. My grandmother might know about that. Call your grandmother now. I just spoke to my grandmother. No, man. But you said you would help me. And I hate to admit, but I'm fucking scared of this shit. Ghosts not supposed to knock your teeth out. I have a Duppy on my case. A Duppy on your case. Man, come on, D, you're a Yankee boy. I'm Jamaican, and if I don't know that much, you definitely don't know nothing. I mean, before I came here to live, I mean, back home when I was a shorty, I think I hear the grown-ups them say, rolling calf come a dawn from any mountain, or old eye peeling off the people them skin, or the white witch of Rose Hall, kill her husband, but I never paid that stuff any attention. Patrick tried to cool his temper unsuccessfully, still noticing Dwayne holding the handsome black 45 ACP with the barrel pointing at the floor. D, you need to put that joint away or leave my house, homeboy, straight up and down. Shell is probably calling the cops. And you know me, nor you, need that. I love the Lord, but I love no cops. You don't either. Dwayne tucked his weapon back into his waist. And calm down, Patrick said. Make this quick because you've scared my wife. And I need to make sure she's okay. So what you gonna do for me, kid? This Duppy shit is important. I need to know. Remember how I changed all my furniture around? I thought Nikki did it. She thought I did it. Yeah, and I told you then to change your locks. Change my locks for what, Pat? You know that Duppy ghost broken and changed my shit around and did what he did anyway. And you know who it is too. Who? It's my grandfather. What about him? He's the one. He's the Duppy ghost or whatever you people call that bullshit. We people. Yo, D, money grip, yo, check this out. Patrick stood and went for Dwayne's coat, losing the last barrier on his cool for the first time in years. He returned to the living room and passed the coat to delirious Dwayne. You're not going to help me? Transit has you bugging crazy hard. You need a vacation, D. You flipping out. This Duppy shit got me flipping out, said Dwayne, slowly putting on his coat. Call your grandmother. You can't call your grandma's back for me? I'm not calling my grandmother. I was kicking it with her and your call interrupted the line. When I get a chance, I'll kick it with her later, Bolton. But sometime this week maybe, but not tonight. Nah, B, you fucking up. You fucking up. No. You are fucked up. This is not a good look. This is not a good look, Pat. Word up. The two friends glared at each other negatively for the first time in history, with Dwayne gradually becoming an enemy inside of Patrick's vision, and Dwayne returning his energy with darkened eyes that were virtually devoid of pupils, hissing while putting on his hat. Yeah, nigga, this shit is cold sex. If I was a Jamaican nigga, B, you would do it. This is fucked up, Pat. This is not a good look. What do you mean? Fucking coconuts. I've been telling you I need help with this ghost shit. You know Pappy been following me for months trying to kill me. I've been by 20th, and your sucker ass cousin pulled out on me again and kicked me down the steps. I drive way out here to Brooklyn from the Bronx in the bleeding ass cold. You tell you again, my grandfather put this fucking pistol in my mouth. Pappy damn near pulled the trigger, and you know the nigga beat my ass a couple of times. And you can't even call your grandmother for the information I need. I know what's up, though. I know what time it is. See, it's only because I'm American and cause I'm an American. Because I'm a fucking Yankee boy, like you people call it. You think I'm fucking crazy. Oh, yo, D, hold up. What the hell is up with this Yankee coconut business? You people bull crap. What's up with you, man? Disrespecting my house. Disrespecting my wife. Yankee coconut, nah, son. We boys first. What's up with this bullshit? Patrick yelled. What the fuck? I'm talking to a wall or something, nigga. My grandfather is a Duppy. I'm telling you, he's trying to kill me. See, I know you're playing stupid because of your cousin that hates Americans. What are you talking about, D? You've lost it. Yeah, right, Pat. Bet if I was a coconut, you would hook me up. All you motherfuckers like to call niggas like me a Yankee. A lazy, crazy Yankee. You ain't shit, though. Word to mother. All you coconut motherfuckers done took over everything any fucking way. And you won't help nobody but yourselves. I gotta be Jamaican for you to help me, nigga? Huh? You won't even call your fucking grandmother to ask about ghosts. That's fucked up, Pat. Fucking monkeys only help your own people. You know what I'm saying? Taking over everything. Taking everything like a fucking plague. Patrick lost his temper with Dwayne, which was the absolute wrong thing to do. Equivalent to bull versus bull, scorpion versus scorpion, lion versus lion, etc. Get the fuck out of my house, Patrick yelled. He then shoved Dwayne towards the front door. You get the fuck out of my house, you thief punk bitch, and don't come back, bomber clock Yankee boy. Bomber ass got your pusswole. Me never asked for come to this blasted country. Supposed land of the free, home to them pussy clot brave. Blood clot Yankee boy, thief idiot. Bomber clot Yankee boy. In the blink of an eye, Dwayne pulled his weapon out and pointed at Patrick's forehead and pulled the trigger. To a click, drowned out by Michelle's blood-curdling scream. And Patrick ceased his backsliding rant of profanity, grateful for the inhaled breath of life that flashed before his very own eyes. His ceaseless, everlasting prayers to the universe proved divinely for his past, present, and future, for it wasn't time to rejoin his family yet. And Dwayne had his very own life flash in front of him also, grateful that his weapon had stalled with a faulty clip of jumbled rounds after being taunted continuously by disappearing Al, who he knew threatened to pull the trigger the next time Dwayne pulled a loaded gun on him. Dwayne, Patrick, and Michelle were frozen in time for a moment, with a simple gratitude for life. Yet, with the ticking of subsequent seconds, there could be no turning back for their previous actions. Dwayne stormed out of the brownstone, leaving the front door and gate open with nothing left to say, and Patrick tended to his sobbing, hysterical wife, who curled into a terrified ball at the bottom of their staircase. The individuals still clung to life, but their relationship achieved death within seconds, from a speeding, invisible bullet to their souls from a damaged automatic weapon that jammed. There was irreparable damage between the three young people, an unforgettable moment that would plague their spirit when mentally visited for the rest of their lives. All right, party people. I don't own these rights. Party people. That was chapter 16. All right. Chapter 16, out of Duppy, you reap what you sow. So face boogers. I know y'all ain't no boogers. But anyway, YouTubers, I want to say thank you very much for listening. And you know how to get the novel. It is there for you in the description box. Of course, it's on Amazon for your unsigned copies. I'll sign them eventually if the Almighty spares my life. And If you want your quickest way to a signed copy from the author, this goes for you too, Facebook. Some of you out there have been patronizing and you've gotten your books, with the exception of one fellow who's going to get another book because I sent his to Las Vegas on December 30th. And they sent it back to me, return to sender. And this brother's the truth in Vegas, you feel me? So he gonna get 2 books as soon as I can get that second one downtown. But in the meantime, RONNBYLLZE with a $ in front via Cash App. And please, in the notes, put your mailing address so I can mail you the book for real to your crib. Because knowing some of you out there in social media land, you won't put it there purposely so that way you could say that Ron stole your money. That's only some of you. But I'm told that I shouldn't think negative anymore, especially the way I praise the Almighty. So with that being said, Facebook, YouTube, you already know YouTube, how to get the book is in the description box. I got to say peace to my Facebookers right now. And I'll get back with you, YouTube, tomorrow. If the Almighty spares my life, chapter 17 for February the 17th. All right. So peace out, YouTube. All right. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace, peace.